Hola amigos, como están? Welcome to the very first Chivas Femenil episode. Obviously, the series we're going to be talking about the Chivas women's team and the absolutely amazing stuff that they're doing over there. Obviously, all you guys will know that they won the Clausura. They beat Pachuca quite convincingly in the end and became champions, which is awesome. The second time since the very first time. Um, Obviously the very first time was the very first season in the league, so it's quite monumental. Obviously the second time they've become champions. They then went and had to play the Rayados from Rayados, um, and obviously the Apertura champions has to play the Clausura champions, and obviously the winner of that is the Campeonas de Campeonas, and Chivas won it, which was awesome. 1-1 in the first leg in the Akron, and then they had to go to Monterrey to play the second leg, which is always a difficult team, a difficult place to go to. Their stadium, by the way, Monterrey Stadium is absolutely amazing. I don't like Monterrey that much, the team, but the place and the stadium is, why, it's really good. I really hope I go there one day. Yeah, Chivas won it on penalties in the second leg. They won, it was 1-1 in the first leg, and then 0-0 in the second leg, and then Chivas won it in penalties, and what a penalty one that was. Blanca Felix, um, hero of the final against Pachuca, and then obviously the final of the games against Rayados, she was awesome as well. Esposito, I think, played really well both legs. She played both 90 minutes, but obviously, um, when when Chivas basically knew that they were going to go to penalties, they brought Felix on, and she had an outstanding penalty one. I think she saved three penalties, sorry, and won the game, which was awesome. So, what a week this team has had. And it shows there's loads more people on Twitter that have followed this way more than I have, but it's very apparent the work behind the scenes, the coaching staff, has really come to fruition. This team is awesome. Obviously, when Norma Palafox and those kinds of players left, Maria Sanchez as well, we think, oh no, we go, it's the same route as the men's team, going to Monterrey and stuff, but they've, I mean, Leach Cervantes, I mean, what a player. And those kind of players are really good signings, and it's come to fruition. And I would say, I mean, Leach is obviously the best striker in the league, and I think Blanca Felix has to be considered one of Mexico's best goalkeepers, um, and I think deserves to be in the national team. Um, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I mean, what a season they've had. Two titles now in a week, which is awesome. They've won pretty much everything they should win the league wise, and it's basically just building on this now. Obviously, the men's team have started signing people, but um, I mean keeping the team that we've got right now for the feminine team, I think it has to be key. Um, Obviously tying down Leach Cervantes is important, and Blanca Felix as well. But Esposito, and then the backup goalkeeper, well, she's backup goalkeeper. She's pretty much first team quality goalkeeper, and I think she's stepping into her own. It's just if you've got Blanca Felix in your team, you're going to play her, aren't you? But both goalkeepers are awesome. The team looks really awesome, to be fair, all round. Um, like I said, going to Monterrey is not an easy place to go to. And both Monterrey teams, both Rayados and Tigres, are both decent players. But Chivas beat Tigres quite comfortably. Well, they didn't beat Chivas comfortably. They had to go out of goal difference, but in the semis. But they're both decent teams to play against, and to go there, and obviously Pachuca as well was a really good final, really entertaining. And the final against Rayados, should I say, was massively entertaining as well. It was a really good game. Esposito made a few good saves. You know, it's quite rare, I think, that a nil-nil is an entertaining game, but it was. And then, penalties, Chivas just blew them away. Deservedly so. I think Chivas deserve both titles right now. It's just about keeping the core squad together, seeing who we bring in. Obviously, summer transfer windows and stuff. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm just basically chipping at the iceberg right now. There's a load more stuff that I don't know. There's a load more stuff. Players coming in, players going that I just don't know with the women's team. To be honest with you, all I know is that I've watched what five or six games over the past couple of months, and they've all been entertaining. To be honest with you, and yeah, the long way that continuing. Obviously, I'm going to be watching all the games now as much as I can. Obviously, time difference is a bit strange for me, but I'll make it work. But this team is exciting. It's a massive team and deservedly title holders now. We'll just have to wait and see what happens over the summer, and then when the season starts, we get going again, and start off where they left off. So yeah, I mean, what a week these girls, or these women have had. Sorry, um, and yeah, hopefully they enjoy it. Because they deserve it. They've worked really hard. Leche Cervantes is probably the best striker best Mexican women's striker. Um, I think most of this team deserve to be in the national team, but we'll have to wait and see on that. But um, yeah, I'm really happy. It was nice to watch the games, even though I was working at the time. But watching the game, you can't help but get pumped up about it. Get invested. And there's so many people in the stadiums for both legs on both finals. Um, and, it's really nice to see. Mexico, women's football is huge in Mexico, which is absolutely amazing. It's huge in England as well. The women's Premier League is a big league, and they've got big players. And to have both Mexico and English, leagues for women do so well in their respective countries is awesome. And hopefully, inspires other countries and other clubs. It's a whole new different kind of route for a fan. So yeah, so I'm really happy. Like I said, hopefully, I with with this series, I hope that you guys will see me learning more, learning which players are brilliantly and integrate with the team, and which players are going to go, and which players we could sign from other teams. And it's quite a new avenue for me. So I'm going to be learning as we go along with this series. So yeah, I just want to say what a great start, what fantastic first subject for my first video for the Chivas Femenil. Really happy, to be honest with you. I mean, it's always nice when your team wins. I hope these ladies inspire the men. Um, they're celebrating with the fans, and it's all happy, and hopefully the men are looking over and going, wow, wouldn't it be great if we could do that as well? So, it should, hopefully it bleeds throughout the club. Maori, I mean, he has his faults, but to be fair, like a lot of people have said, he's really, really supported the women's team, and it's starting to show. It's weird because the same guy, has arguably mismanaged the men's team quite a bit. I mean, he's been doing the right thing lately, but he has made some big mistakes with the men's team. But he's always seemed to have got things right with the women's team, and he's always at least been enthusiastic. Most of the time he's at games, so I've heard. Um, he's very, very, very supportive of the team from my point of view. So that's good when the owner of your club supports women's teams, your women's team. That can only be a good thing. And hopefully he gives them what they need. Hopefully, like good contracts to keep the players that we have, and money so that we can sign a couple of players to make us even stronger. So, because Tigres are not going to be doing nothing. Rayadas are not going to be doing nothing. Club America are not going to be doing nothing. They're going to be all improving. So we have to kind of rejuvenate as well and make sure we stay on top. But yeah, I mean, what a fantastic month or week it's been. And yeah, we're just going to have to enjoy it for as long as possible because it's moments like this where where you look back on in 5, 10 years time, you think, wow, that was an amazing time. So, yeah, I'm privileged to have witnessed it, to be honest with you. And the celebrations afterwards as well, which was all amazing. Credit to Chivas' YouTube channel and Twitter posting the videos and stuff because, yeah, it's nice to watch it all back and reminisce. So, yeah, it was all really awesome. Hopefully, we'll have a good off season, like I said, and we'll go back to the next season strong and ready to go. So, yeah, I mean, let me know in the comments what you think about this team. Who do you think should go? Who do you think should stay? Um, should anyone go? I don't think we should be getting rid of anyone, to be honest with you. But let me know in the comments. Let me know if you're obviously most of you people watching this are going to be more knowledgeable than I am about the women's team. So let me know in the comments. I'm always willing to learn. So let me know what I'm missing out. Let me know what I should be paying attention to and talking about, because obviously that's what I want to do here. So yeah, I just want to congratulate the women's team. Absolutely amazing. Well done, Blanca Felix, for all those penalty saves. The penalty save in Pachuca, which was awesome. I yelled, even though I was on the phone at work at the time. And yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens next year, but let's just enjoy it now. And hopefully, like, the men are looking over and going, wow, that was awesome. So, yeah, anyway, guys, this is episode 1. Hopefully, stick around for episode 2. And we'll see just how far this women's team can go. So, take it easy, guys, and I'll see you guys very soon. Adios.